Water, a very essential and important thing to both human beings and nature at large. And that is the same philosophy that Toyota had when they were making this car. And this car has won or achieved several things that are very important in the Toyota lineup. One, it has been among the best-selling nameplate from Toyota. And two, it is the best-selling hybrid car after the Toyota Prius. What car am I talking about? It's the 2017 facelifted Toyota Aqua. Then I will remind you guys to keep on subscribing to this channel. So far, so good. And we will keep on updating you, sharing awesome content. So take a second, subscribe, click on the bell icon and turn all the notifications on, because from this time going forward, we have a lineup of awesome and epic content for you guys. This is the first generation of the Toyota Aqua, and this particular car that we have besides me is a 2017 year of manufacture. And if you look at it properly, you realize that this is a facelifted version of the Toyota Aqua. The Toyota Aqua has gone through two facelifts. The first facelift happened in 2014, and this is the 2017 version of the facelifted Toyota Aqua, which I must confess looks very enticing and attractive. Of course, some few resemblance with the Toyota Sienna, the car that you guys said it's ugly. So you have a moustache kind of design on the lower front bumper with your fog lights and a dual tone bumper again, just to give you a bit of an aggressive look, even though this car is not really a performance car. What this car can give you is epic fuel efficiency. And to make and complete this look, you have your full HID headlights and your blue colored logo from Toyota to just remind you that these are hybrid car. And what this car can offer you being a hybrid, full electric hybrid, is pure fuel efficiency. And the side profile of this car is quite simple and subtle, nothing much going on, and it runs on size 15 tires with original nice looking Toyota alloys. When it comes to suspension, this car runs at the rear your normal coil springs with a solid beam, and the front is your traditional McPherson struts, which make this car your normal daily drive. Something else that I probably want to mention is at the front we have discs and the rear we have drums. Again, just your normal conventional Toyota setup that you can find in any other car. But all that is not special about this car. What exactly is special about this car? This car is designed on what we call the B segment of the Toyota lineup of cars. In the B segment, you'll get a couple of cars like this particular one, the Toyota Aqua. You'll get the Toyota Auris or the Toyota Yaris stroke Vitz. Under the hood of the Toyota Aqua is just one simple engine, the legendary Toyota 1NZ. So you'll not find any other option around the engine options on this car. And one special thing about this 1NZ that is this car is it's a hybrid. So it goes by the extension FXE. And it has a lot of improved or newer things that I want to talk to you about. So what is special about the 1NZ engine in the Toyota Aqua? Two very interesting things. The first one is it runs what you call forged steel piston rods. And secondly, it has an aluminum or an aluminum intake manifold, and that just adds on to the robustness of the reliability of this engine. Secondly, coupled up with the hybrid synergy drive from Toyota, which is in its again revised and modern generation, you get very epic fuel economy numbers. And talk about fuel economy numbers, probably I want to tell you about the technology employed by Toyota. The Toyota Aqua is designed specifically for fuel efficiency. And the engine that is this car employs what we call the Atkinson cycle. The lawyers would probably want to call it the Atkinson cycle, just the same way they call Island. But forgive me, I digress. So coming back to the engine. So how does this car achieve? And you remember the Atkinson cycle in this car is simulated. So this car, the physical compression ratio of this car is 13.4 to 1. But because of the Atkinson cycle technology, this car can be able to adjust, again, in relation to the variable valve timing that it has. It has VVTi, by the way. If I didn't mention, then know that. It is able to adjust the compression ratio from 13.4 to 1 down to 9.5 to 1. And it does achieve all the fuel saving witchcraft by actually delaying the closure of the inlet valves, and that increases expansion and reduces compression. And if you do that, then you make the 1NZE FXE engine one of the most fuel efficient car in the Kenyan market space today, and even globally. And probably what is the detrimental factor to doing that? One is you have reduced power. So this car runs a very lean power output. So you're talking about 73, 74 horsepower and 115 Newton meters of torque. But stop there. Remember, I told you that we have the hybrid synergy drive. That is where the hybrid synergy drive from Toyota comes in. The hybrid synergy drive from Toyota is one another amazing technology from an automaker that believes in sustainability and reliability. So how does a hybrid synergy drive help the Toyota Aqua achieve the fuel efficient figures? One, the hybrid synergy drive is able to make the Toyota Aqua run fully on EV mode without the involvement of the internal combustion engine. And that is where the magic starts. Two, this particular drivetrain, again, courtesy of the hybrid synergy drive, is able to make this car drive by wire. That ensures there is no mechanical connection between the drivetrain and the engine controls. And the engine controls in this scenario are one, the gear shifter, and two is your gas pedal. So the signal from the gear shifter and the gas pedal is sent electronically to control this setup that you have in the Toyota Aqua. And the biggest question you guys are asking is, what type of transmission that the Toyota Aqua run? This car runs on a traditional CVT, but that's where the CVT name ends, because what you have here is a set of planetary gears that act as a CVT transmission, and it gives this car the opportunity or the power to do what we call the power split, where it can run independently on an ECE engine, or it can run independently on the EV electric motor that you have in this car. And you remember I told you the 1NZ in this particular platform is a bit underpowered. So where do you get your extra power? It's courtesy of the hybrid synergy drive, which adds on top of the 74 HP that you get on this engine with 60 HP. So 60 plus 74, you come to a round figure of 134 HP, which is quite decent for this car. The rear design of the Toyota Aqua is simple and easy to your eyes. You have a very leaning and short rear spoiler that you can lean on as you talk to your people. And these taillights that flow downwards, like those you'll find in a Volvo XC60. I think there is something that somebody's trying to cheat from here. And let's talk about practicality. But before I talk about practicality, we've been loaned or given this car by KDG Imports. So pay them a visit and get yourself fantastic deals on all the cars they have in stock. Or you can simply pay AUTOSELECT by Conversation at the Waterfront Mall a visit, and you'll have all their stock at the same price that they're selling it. So either way, it's a win. You can buy their stock from us, or you can buy them directly from them. But what you get from us is a serious inspection report, just to tell you how conveniently secure and robust your car is in terms of the mechanical look. So let's talk about practicality. This being a B segment type of car, you won't expect much going on here, but there is a cheat. So the previous generation of the Toyota Aqua, the battery was located at the rear side of the car, around the trunk space. And because of Toyota's philosophy of Kaizen, which translates to continuous improvement, they moved the battery just below the rear seat. That is where you find the hybrid battery and also the 12-volt battery. So they gave you a big opportunity to have a big space that you can store your goods. And of course, it doesn't come with a full spare wheel, but you have quite decent amount of boot space to just haul your cargo or your stuff around. The interior of the Toyota Aqua is quite simple and conservative, just like any other Toyota you'll buy in this market, unless you're going for the premium ones like the GS or the Lexus, the top grade of the Toyota lineup. So this interior, very easy and comfortable cloth seats with blue stitchings that remind you that these are hybrid car. And then you get a very nice, well put Android set. These aftermarket, so the owner of this car or KDG Imports have made it possible to have an Android radio and just share the possibility of what you can do with this car. Now, I want to talk about a few options around technology in this car, away from the digital cluster that you get that is at the center, almost at the center of the car, which is something I don't like. The last time I was in one car, I think it was a Toyota Voxy, and the speedo, the cluster was in the middle, and somebody was driving at breakneck speeds. I almost jumped out of the car. So this is not quite good if you have a scary passenger who peeps at your speed anytime you're driving. So let's talk about the technology aspects of the Toyota Aqua away from that digital cluster. Number one is the AC system. So for a conventional car, the AC compressor is controlled by the belt, the accessory belt, or what you call the serpentine belt. But in this particular car, the compressor is controlled electronically using the generator that is packed up in this car. And what that means is, even if you are parked and the car is turned off, you can actually access your AC, be it cold air or hot air, without actually starting your car. And that is quite phenomenal and interesting from the Toyota Aqua. The second technology that you get in this car is what we call the Toyota Safety Sense. This car is rated at 4 to 4.5 in terms of safety rating. 4.5 for different markets like the US, but for Japanese market, I think this car is rated at a 4-star. And it comes packed with what we call Toyota Safety Sense. Toyota Safety Sense will give you lane departure, it will give you rear and front collision mitigation. It will basically give you an aspect of safety that Toyota have actually introduced on the new lineup of cars. This one, the Auris, the Vitz or Yaris, all of them have the Toyota Safety Sense from 2016 onwards. But the bigger boys like the Harrier, you'll definitely get those things from 2018. So let's talk about practicality and the storage. So in the Toyota Aqua, you get a very big glove compartment. You get very nice 2 cup holders that I cannot fit my bottle because this thing is protruding the way Mbugua has it. It produced towards him, so it's blocking me from having that. But you have 2 nicely placed cup holders with a sizable, again, door bin that can accommodate this bottle. So that makes it very practical. For the passengers, you have a very nice slot that you can put in your phone, just like Mbugua. And for the driver, you have a nice location at the front again where you can put in your phone. It has some few buttons here. Most importantly, 2 buttons. The first one is the EV mode, which can make this car run independently on EV, and the other one is the Eco mode, which technically, in other words, detunes the performance aspect of this car to give you optimum fuel efficiency. A telescopic steering wheel that tilts in and out and up and down, but it's done manually. Again, it's a Toyota. They will give you things that will last forever. So any electronic thing, unless you're buying the premium car again, you won't get it in this car. So the only thing that is remaining to do is drive this car with Mbugua, and I will tell you how it feels to drive it, how it's going to perform from 0 to 100, and what are my thoughts around the whole technology surrounding the Toyota Aqua. And before I leave, I want to talk about the position of the hybrid battery. Remember I told you the position of the hybrid battery is at the rear back seat, just under it. And you have your own plastic covers that have been positioned strategically to give you easy access in maintaining or servicing the hybrid system. I had a chat with Nyambu the motorist around the technology, the hybrid technology of most Toyotas running the hybrid synergy drive. And this is all she had to say. What are the common cars that you get to work on from your workshop? You and your bro. What are the common cars?
Wow, okay.
Yes.
The common cars that we work on, fortunately or unfortunately, are Toyotas. So we fix more Toyota batteries than Hondas. The most common hybrids we have in Kenya are either Honda or Toyota, but Toyota has the highest number. So commonly 90 to 95% of the time we're fixing Toyota batteries.
Okay.
Yes.
Toyota. So okay, can we say it's because Toyota imenunuliwa sana, that's why inapatikana kwa garage yenu sana, ama what are the common issues that you're dealing with when it comes to Toyota? And when you talk about Toyota, can you like go down to specific models? Because I think that tally of numbers is important for these guys.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, generally cuts across.
Yes.
All Toyos, cuts across.
Okay.
We could say it's because most of the cars that hybrids we have on our Kenyan roads are Toyotas. Yeah, that's true. Yes. But also, it's also a technology issue. When you look at Toyota and Honda, they've both employed different technologies when it comes to the cars. The Hondas have employed an IMS, integrated motor assist system. And in essence, what this means is that the battery, the electric motor and the engine, they work together at the same time.
Okay.
So there is no point in time where there'll be an excess demand of power from the battery to run the car completely. They run together.
Okay. They run in tandem.
In tandem. Yes, yes, they work together.
Okay.
But now when you come to Toyotas, it's different. The engine runs and it goes to a rest, and the battery picks up.
Okay.
Battery picks up, and you can run for some particular kilometers on battery. So that high demand of power to run the vehicle, it overloads. It overloads and overwhelms. It overwhelms the battery and increases the wear and tear. So this is the reason. This being one of the major reasons why the battery wears and tears quick compared to Hondas. But on the flip side, or on the other side, when you look at the technology that Toyota has employed, in fact, they have the best hybrid technology in terms of efficiency, fuel efficiency. It gives best numbers. It has good numbers.
That's Toyota now.
That's Toyota.
Okay.
But now for the good numbers, you have to pay with your battery.
Okay. Welcome guys to the most favorite segment of our review. Na leo niko kama kawaida with Mbugua himself. Sasa unaona mambo ya dragi.
Today by the way we have it.
Yes.
Complain.
Yeah, so today we have a scientific tool to measure 0 to 100. So we're going to make sure we get this one spot on. So Mbugua, how does it feel to be in the Toyota Aqua?
Toyota Aqua. Well, it's still Toyota. Plastics kila mahali kama kawaida, but reliable plastics. This I think a 7-inch screen. I love it. I love how ina fit vizuri bila ku.
Nafikiri ni 10-inch.
This is 10-inch.
Yes. But it's a swapped in Android.
Yeah.
Possibilities of what you can get with the Toyota setup.
Definitely.
Very easy. Toyota wanakupatianga design and it's easy to put in anything.
But as you said, the dashboard panel, you see that dashboard, everybody from even the rear is seeing the speed that you're going at.
Yes.
But now uzuri ni ya gari si sports car. So basically when you ukifika 100 kidogo it doesn't accelerate much from there.
It's not a performance car.
But the fuel economy, I think people can see here right now. Tumeanza tu saa hii now you're already at 15.6 kilometers to the liter.
Yes. But this can give you, in fact, the mistake we did in Mbugua, we put in this car 1,000 bob.
It has 4 bars already. 4.
And we left our office, the waterfront. We came all the way to Suswa. Mwisho kabisa, we've done a review.
4 bars.
And we're still at 4 bars. I don't know why we put in 1,000. We should have put in 500.
200.
200.
A liter.
In Nduthi. This car is quite fuel efficient. I think this car was specifically designed for fuel economy. Yeah, hakuna kitu ingine. Nothing else. So you should not be looking for anything else in this car. It's
comfort, a luxury.
Yeah. But it has very nice visibility. Mbugua can see the rear well, can see the front well. It is not a very expensive car, so you can feel the road noise anytime the tires. Like for now, let me just try.
I think it's much better than the RVR.
Of course, it's better than the RVR.
I don't know whether that car is the worst car in the road noise.
Yeah. So there is nothing much going on there. You know, there is a spot. I don't know whether to call it spot. This steering wheel that looks like an oval. It has like
it's
a flat bezel.
It's trying to copy the hexagonal.
Yeah.
To copy the.
They have a flat bezel that is not flat, with very funny material.
I think this is.
What is this? It's like a rubber plastic. Hii sasa ukisweat, that is where the problem is. Now this one is the only one that guys from your side wanaweza nunua.
Wanaweka kile kitu ya Kenya.
Ujinga. Unaweka nini?
Ile Kenya.
Unaweka Kenya, then unaweka hapa manyoa. Manyoa nini? Ile ngozi ya.
I went to Potent Dynamics shop.
Yeah.
And then this guy was very nice. It was well spec'd. I think it was a Singapore spec.
Yes.
Manze left for make a wool. Even the AC is covered. Now I was wondering, does this guy use the AC at any given? Make up an wool.
Yes.
Ile manyoya, the coat of a mbuzi.
No, but you see, those are your cousins.
Those are not ours.
Those are your brothers.
Okay, they are cousins.
Hapo nataka kusema ni Wakisi.
They're still our people.
No.
They're still our people.
Yeah.
But still.
Those are the people that live pale mali naitwaje Limuru.
Bana.
So
Kwa
just
gari nasikia baridi.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So
now
what
we should go to the most important part.
0 to 100.
0 to 100.
So, let me find a very nice spot. You can take your draggy thing is there. It's a very nice spot. You can see it's coming on very well. So,
let me reset it.
Uko sawa? Let me come.
I'm good.
You're good?
Let me reset.
So, just a reminder.
Okay.
This car is running a 1500 hybrid system. Okay, the 1NZD coupled up with the hybrid synergy drive from Toyota. This engine, you remember the Atkinson cycle, enye walio wataita Atkinson na Wakisi, ni sawa, you forgive them. So it's geared towards efficiency. So they have toned down the power and the torque to give you fuel efficiency. But you have the hybrid synergy drive to just boost up where the engine fails to deliver. Then you have the hybrid synergy drive.
So the electrical part kicks in.
Yes, of course. So now we want to try and see if whatever they say is real and practical. So, are you ready we do this?
Yeah.
Let me see if we can get instant torque at 0 RPM.
In 1, 2, 3.
Okay, what is he saying? It's showing us very funny things. 1, 2, 3, Mbugo, you ready? The engine is noisy. Come on! Aqua! And I think we are at 100.
100.
Yes! Give me the numbers. Don't tell me it has beaten the Auris.
No, it's at 14 seconds.
14 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay. So can we do another pull just for the sake of it? So the first one we managed 14?
14.4 seconds.
14.4. Sawa. One to the kazi. Come on, that was a good launch.
Okay.
Come on, Toyota Aqua. And 100.
100.
Talk to me.
13.22 seconds.
Yes, now
we
you're
have
talking.
shaved our seconds.
Yes, you shaved our second.
Yeah, so
Nice.
it's 13.22 seconds.
Now, can we both agree that because we have Mr. Pravin at the rear managing our sound, we can shave off the 22, the .22.
So it's 13 seconds.
So we can put it at 13.
Basically, it's still in the Toyota territory.
Of course. And doing 13 seconds, 0 to 100 Bugwa with fuel efficiency of 25 kilometers to a liter. What else are you looking for?
We accelerate in this car, and funny enough, the fuel economy ndio inapanda. I think the more
Right now we are at 17.
We are at 17. We were at 15 when we were starting.
Yes.
You've accelerated twice, and
So for me, my summary, Bugwa, what is your feedback?
For me,
What
the
is how much do you give this car in terms of points?
in terms of points, this car is a 9.
It's a
Fuel
9.
economy.
Yes.
I would love to have this car for a day-to-day use.
400 meter.
Kufika hapa hadi tao, yani nikiwa na punch, I know nitafika job na nirudi.
Yes.
See, so for me this car is, I give it a 9.
For me, for what this car is meant to do, this car is specifically designed. It's called a PUC in other markets. It's simply designed and made for fuel efficiency and point A to point B, the way you've put it.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 9.5. It's only losing the 0.5 because of maybe the build quality. Again, for the budget of 1.6 million,
800 meter.
I'm not expecting a lot of quality.
Definitely.
But for what it has to offer, this car is spot on. So it's a 9.5 from me. And without wasting any much time, let's do value for money and talk about what else do you expect when you buy this car. As we conclude this review, I want to tell you, as a matter of fact, with the exception of plug-in hybrid or PHEV, the Toyota Aqua is the most fuel efficient car in the world when it comes to full hybrid electric cars. This car is capable of giving you upwards of 25 kilometers to a liter, and that makes it one of the most sought after A to B type of car. Let's talk about the most important segment of this review, and that is value for money. So if you buy the Toyota Aqua from AUTOSELECT by Conversation or KDG Imports for that matter, it will set you back approximately 1.6 million Kenya shillings. Considering the Honda Fit is selling for 1.5, the Nissan Note is selling for 1.4, the Suzuki Swift is selling for 1.3, 1.4. The Nissan Note e-Power is selling for 1.5, 1.6. I think the Toyota Aqua provides a value proposition for you if you're looking for epic and significantly huge fuel savings. That is what the Toyota Aqua is known for. So, if you come to us or you go to KDG, we have a promise for you. You'll make sure that you get a full tank of fuel when you're buying this car. And on top of that, we'll hand you over a gift hamper. Maybe a hoodie, maybe a jacket, maybe a tee, or maybe an umbrella just to cover you during this rainy season. And talking about rain, just remember it's the Aqua, a Latin word to mean water. I've been your host, Ibrahim Toloyo. You can call me Papa Askofu as well. And I wish you a fantastic week ahead and see you on Sunday for another exciting and thrilling episode of Kanisa.